Mama Adesua woke up that morning with a strange heaviness in her chest. It felt as if something invisible was sitting on her, pressing her down. She ignored it. Fear, to her, had always been for other people. She tied her wrapper tightly and stormed into the compound, ready to remind everyone who owned the house. Kunle was repairing a motorcycle near his door. "You," Mama Adesua shouted, "where is your rent?" Her mouth opened wide. No sound came out. She froze. She tried again harder this time. Nothing. Only dry air escaped her lips. Kunle looked up slowly. The tenants nearby noticed. Mama Adesua felt heat rush to her face. She cleared her throat violently and slapped her chest. After a few painful seconds, her voice returned, but it was hoarse, weak. "Don't pretend you didn't hear me," she croaked. Kunle said nothing. He simply stood up and walked inside. Mama Adesua staggered back to her room, her heart pounding. That had never happened before. That night, she found the second message. It was under her pillow. She was sure of it because she checked that room every night before sleeping. The paper was brown and old, like it had been torn from a book long forgotten. Written in careful letters were the words, "What was taken must be returned. You have 7 nights." Mama Adesua's knees gave way. "Return what?" she whispered to the empty room. No answer came. From that night on, the house began to collect its payment. First, it was her mirror. She woke up one morning to find it cracked from top to bottom, though it had not fallen. When she looked into it, her reflection appeared older, smaller. Then her radio stopped working, but only when she turned it on. When tenants used it outside, it worked perfectly. On the 3rd night, something worse happened. Her metal box of money, the one she trusted more than people, disappeared. She tore the room apart. She screamed until her voice failed again. By morning, the box returned. Empty. No lock broken. No sign of theft. Just emptiness. Mama Adesua sank to the floor and wept. Real tears. The kind she had never allowed herself to shed. On the 4th day, she called her eldest brother. "I need help," she said quietly. He laughed. "You are tasting small of what you've been doing to people," he replied, and hung up. As the deadline approached, the house grew louder at night. Walls creaked. Doors breathed. The floor groaned beneath her feet, like it knew her weight too well. Mama Adesua stopped shouting, stopped threatening, stopped sleeping. On the 6th night, she sat on her bed, clutching the final note, counting hours. Only 1 night left. Outside, tenants laughed freely in the compound, unafraid. Inside, Mama Adesua listened to the house whisper around her over and over again. Time is almost up. She hugged her knees, shaking, and whispered into the darkness, "What do you want from me?" The house did not answer, but the candle on her table went out by itself.